absolutely everything. We're talking stunning goals, huge drama, and some game-changing controversy. Let's get into it. So, this is always the big question, isn't it? What actually decides a massive game like this? Is it the tiny margins? Is it a flash of pure genius? Or does it all come down to a call from the referee? Well, in this game, the answer was yep, all of the above. It was the perfect storm. So let's unpack exactly how each of these things shaped the final score. Right from the first whistle, the atmosphere was just electric. You could feel that any single moment could just blow the game open. And in those first few minutes, the loudest sound in the stadium was the crack of the ball against the post. I mean, we are talking about a game of the finest of fine margins. So, Arsenal comes absolutely flying out of the gate. Alyssa Thompson gets the ball right on the edge of the area. She takes a touch and just unleashes this powerful shot that, for a split second, you're sure is flying into the top corner. But no, it takes a slight deflection and just absolutely cannons off the post. The keeper was totally beaten. She had no chance. It is just a massive slice of bad luck for Arsenal and a huge let-off for Chelsea. We're talking about inches separating a dream start from nothing. But Chelsea, they weren't about to sit back and just breathe a sigh of relief. No way. They go straight down the other end. The ball bounces perfectly for their superstar Lauren James, and all of a sudden she's in almost the exact same spot Thompson was just moments earlier. And you just can't make this stuff up. Lauren James hits it, and it smacks off the very same post. It's an absolutely unbelievable moment. Two teams, two incredible chances, both denied by the exact same piece of wood. I mean, that goalpost was putting in a serious shift. So, after all that early drama with the woodwork, we're still at 0-0. But the pressure was just building and building. You just knew a goal had to be coming, and well, it was Arsenal who would finally find that breakthrough. You know, we throw this term around a lot in sports, right? A big occasion player. It's not just about being skillful, it's about having that special something, that ability to find a way, to make the right move, to deliver when the pressure is at its absolute peak. And Arsenal, they've got one of the best around. And on this night, that woman was absolutely Stina BLACKSTENIUS. She totally lived up to that reputation. You know, the commentary team called it perfectly. When Arsenal needed someone to step up, she was the one to do it. Okay, so let's break this one down because it was a thing of beauty. It all starts with McCabe, who whips in what the commentary called an inviting cross. And then you see it. BLACKSTENIUS with that perfectly timed, intelligent run. And the finish, a beautiful little glancing header right into the back of the net. Just like that, it's 1-0 to Arsenal. So that first goal, it wasn't just a goal. It was like someone lit a fuse, and the entire match just completely exploded. What happened next was this brilliant, chaotic, incredible flurry of goals that just blew the game wide open. And wow, if that first goal was all about teamwork, this second one was just pure individual magic. Chloe Kelly picks up the ball with tons of space, and from a spot that looked pretty audacious, to be honest, she just decides, you know what, I'm gonna have a go. And what a hit it was. The commentary really said it all. Goodness me, she hit it well. It was an absolute thunderbolt that left the keeper with no chance at all. You can just tell she's playing with so much confidence, and that goal screamed it. Arsenal were now firmly in the driver's seat. And they were not done, not by a long shot. This really shows how they just kept their foot on the gas. McCabe is involved again with a sharp pass forward, but this time BLACKSTENIUS, the goal scorer, turns into the provider, setting up Alessia Russo for number 3. And, you know, when the ball falls to Alessia Russo in the box, you pretty much know what's going to happen next. She is just so reliable, so ruthless. As the source material put it, she simply cannot stop scoring in the Champions League. It was a clinical, no-nonsense finish that capped a devastating period of play. But just when you think Arsenal is about to run away with this thing, Chelsea reminded everyone of the quality they have. Lauren James, the same player who hit the post earlier, produces a moment of magic completely out of nothing to drag her team back into the tie. It was a spectacular and absolutely vital goal for them. Okay, so we've had the near misses, we've had the brilliant goals, but now we have got to talk about the controversy. Because that final scoreline, it really doesn't tell the whole story. The role of the referee suddenly became a massive talking point. And look, for anyone watching from a Chelsea perspective, this is where the game gets really frustrating. Because twice they put the ball in the back of the net, and twice the referee waved it off. These were decisions that absolutely changed the entire complexion of the tie. So let's just look at these two moments. The first one, a ball comes into the box and it's headed into an open goal. It looks for all the world like a goal, but it's not given. Then later, there's a scramble, and Kadisha Buchanan muscles the ball over the line, but again, the whistle goes, this time for a supposed foul on the goalkeeper. So that's two huge, game-changing calls, and both of them go against Chelsea. And so, after all of that, the drama, the woodwork, the amazing goals, and the controversy, the scoreboard at the final whistle showed 3-1, a massive advantage for Arsenal to take into the second leg.
So what's the big picture here? What do we take away from this? Well, while the woodwork played a huge part early on, it was Arsenal's absolutely clinical finishing that built their lead. But that two-goal cushion is completely shadowed by the controversy, with those two disallowed Chelsea goals leaving a huge what-if hanging over everything. It sets up an absolutely fascinating second leg.
Which leaves us with one big hanging question. On paper, a two-goal lead is commanding. It's huge. But after a game this wild, with so many twists and turns, and with Chelsea feeling like they were robbed, can you really say this tie is over? What do you think?